10 foods to improve your concentration. If it's getting harder to focus on your work, if something that used to take you 10 minutes to do now takes an hour, or if anything can break your focus, it may be because you need some rest. However, it may also be because you aren't eating like you should be. Believe it or not, the right choice of foods can be one of the keys to improving your concentration. In this article, we'll tell you which foods are the best for improving your concentration. Include them in your diet. Improve your concentration by eating healthily. Eating correctly has a lot of advantages. In addition to helping prevent illness, gaining weight, or problems with cholesterol, it can also help your concentration and memory work better. Because of this, we recommend that you eat the following foods at least once a week to keep your cerebral functions in perfect condition. Fish. Cold water fish, like salmon, tuna and mackerel, have a great quantity of omega-3 fatty acids. These natural acids are beneficial for your central nervous system because they help to strengthen it in adults and help with its development in children. To take advantage of the benefits of omega-3, consume the fish grilled, smoked, or baked. Accompany it with a nice, fresh salad or mashed potatoes. Avocado. This delicious, green fruit has monounsaturated fats that help with concentration and memory. Avocado helps to improve neuron communication as well as blood circulation because it cleans your arteries. If your heart is pumping the blood to your organs correctly, and your brain is oxygenated, you can perform better in every way. Whole grains. Whole grain bread and crackers contain an ingredient called tryptophan, which is absorbed by the brain to help produce serotonin. This neurotransmitter induces relaxation and sleepiness. However, you don't have to worry, the quantity is not enough to make you fall asleep at work. However, it is enough to keep your stress levels from going through the roof. This will help you to concentrate better on what you are doing. Nuts. Have you ever noticed that walnuts have the same shape as your brain? This could be an indication of how great they are for your mental functions like concentration and attention. Plus, they are not the only nut that can help you. Almonds and peanuts are also full of omega-3 fatty acids, like fish, so they are ideal for vegetarians. Nuts also help to protect your arteries and veins. They help in the protection of your blood vessels and correct the circulation and oxygenation of the body. As if that wasn't enough, they provide vitamins and antioxidants that are very beneficial. Yogurt. Dairy is good for your health because it contains calcium and nutrients. However, when it comes to yogurt, it's recommended for those who have trouble concentrating or paying attention. This is due to an antioxidant called tyrosine that helps with the production of neurotransmitters that improve your memory and your feeling of alertness. Pasta. A good plate of pasta, not too full, can be an ideal lunch at the office. It will help you return to your desk with enough strength to continue on with your work. This is because it contains complex carbohydrates that provide glucose to the brain. This allows your cognitive functions to work better. However, don't eat too much pasta, and be careful with the sauces and grated cheeses. A small plate is enough. The rest of the meal should be fruits and vegetables. This will help you avoid the typical feeling of heaviness you have after lunch that makes it so the only thing you want to do is take a nap. Blueberries. It's incredible how such a small fruit can have so many advantages. Blueberries contain a large amount of antioxidants that activate the enzymes in the brain and help with your memory and concentration. You can eat a half cup of this delicious fruit mixed with yogurt as a snack in order to enjoy the benefits of both of these foods. Bananas. They are a delicious and satiating fruit that can be used in hundreds of recipes. Bananas have a lot of potassium as well as vitamin C, magnesium and fiber. Because of this, they are considered the perfect food for cerebral functions, especially the memory. They also contain vitamin B6 that helps with the production of various neurotransmitters related to concentration, dopamine, norepinephrine and serotonin. Chicken. In order to be able to concentrate, our brain needs enough protein. Once it's consumed, the body releases an amino acid called tyrosine. This amino acid synthesizes the neurotransmitters dopamine and noradrenaline that help us to think faster and clearer. Chicken contains excellent quality proteins when you eat it grilled, baked, or smoked. Try to add it into your diet 2 or 3 times a week. Chocolate. If you eat a small piece of chocolate before studying for an exam, or before preparing a difficult report, you'll get better results. For it to be effective, it's important that the chocolate has the highest amount of cacao possible. This ingredient has the capacity to stimulate the nervous system, secrete endorphins, that's why we feel good after eating it, satiate our appetite and reduce anxiety. Best of all, it does this all while improving your memory and concentration.